Hello fans of Marvel Heroes and friends of my channel, welcome to another episode of Q&A. Today I'm at the test center, going to try out the new Holo-Sim for the level 60 cosmic version kind of thing. So like a lot of you, I've been waiting for the big announcement, the one that's going to change the game in a great way, but that announcement didn't happen, so I couldn't make that video, so I'm making this video instead. So this is test center, everything is subjected to change, and so you may have seen the lucky draw as well. You could actually pick a card to, as part of the lock-in bonus. I think they're going to change the way that lock-in bonus work. I think they still have some major stuff like the Wolverine team up or some of the random hero or random costume at some very key days, but they are not going to make like a day-to-day kind of like a lock-in bonus. You can just choose a random one. But also, if you wonder, you don't have to choose anything like because I don't think there's any change in probability of getting anything good even if you pick, because there's nothing here for you to pick. I mean, just random. So you can just close it like me, close it, and you just they'll pick it for you anyway. So to me, it's the same thing. It doesn't really change anything at all, I think. Well, I mean, this is the test center, so don't get too excited with all this Eternal Splinter and so on. They just want you to make sure that you have enough Splinter to purchase any heroes that they have yet to put like a one goal thing to it. So just bear with me. I'm going to go in and just sell off all these junks right now. Well, I don't mind if it's in real life. They just give me free Eternal Splinter like this. Nowadays, it's so hard to farm even Eternal Splinter. I don't know whether you guys know about it or not. But definitely for me, it seems like a rather doesn't drop too much these days. So okay, so that is it. And also, I'm just checking my gear and all. I'm not entirely sure whether this version would be the one that I'm actually using or not, because yeah. So I think this is very much the test center scenario. I'm going to play Holo-Sim, so I'm going to just. I tell you what, let me just, if you bear with me, I'm just going to punch in all the item here. I can't really think on my feet too much, so I'm just going to randomly pick something to to put some 10 points here and there, and the yeah. So I'm sure I'll miss out something. Don't get too shocked on things I may missed out. I think she does the I don't know whether she procs some of this thing or not, man. Some people tell me that it doesn't. You know what, let's not risk it. Yeah, because my Angel actually does both range and melee. Alright, so I think that should be it. And why not pick this one? Why not pick this one? I still got quite a lot to go. What shall I do with my talent point? Well, I mean, just randomly get something. Some crit is fine as well. Alright, so let's not overthink the whole thing. So that is it. And I've got all these things sorted. So I'm going to play the Holo-Sim. I'm going to bring out the team up. Of course, I'm going to use Deadpool. What else to use in this game? For hard content, always use Deadpool. And yeah, since it's test center, what I usually do, I'll pick a few kind of like costume. If they have some costume for me to purchase as the... because they have sometimes they have like, maybe this one. I mean, I haven't really... I've seen the alternative costume. Black Cat, also a new one, very nice. I hope to get the I think there's one that is the Captain America. Is it all new or different kind of costume? I don't know which one is it. That there's a very nice Captain America kind of costume. I want to try this one as well. I'm going to show you guys on all these wonderful costumes, and also maybe perhaps I thought there's one on the Age of Ultron. Let me just check out one last thing here. Captain America is there's a variant, by the way. Captain America, I think there's one that I think this is the one, isn't it? All new, all different. Why not I just get it as well? Yeah, I think so. Or maybe there was another one. So I'm going to just try out all these costumes. Oops. After you be playing a few other games, you get a little bit like confused what button to press. Okay, let's take a look at Black Cat with disco kind of thingy. No, don't want this anymore. Okay, Black Cat, pop star. So okay, let me just get somewhere that has some light to it. So because it's rather hard to see the costume. So there is Black Cat. I can't really see anything here. That is well with the kind of ear here as well, I guess. It's rather nice, but rather dark as well, so I can't really see anything really. But I suppose if you're a Black Cat fan, you probably find this rather interesting. Maybe it's, well, put it this way, guys. This is way, way, way better than her default costume anyhow, if you know what I mean. All right, so let's just leave it there. Let's go into Captain America. All new, all different. I think this may not be a new one anyway, but it's new one to me. Looks something like that. The shield is really cool. Wow. Right, so this is the all new, all different Captain America. Captain America costume is always very fantastic. Just the way things grow. I wish that they put a nameplate just on the side like this rather than, I can't really see the costume, right? I mean, you pay so much for a costume. And let's check out my favorite Emma Frost, which is over here. All right, and the Emma Frost. She is wonderful, man. Okay, what about this one? The punk costume. What do I make out from it? All right, so that is the punk costume. Well, I mean, that is all right. So I think rather all right with a lot of detail on the costumes. She looked rather muscular here with some. I wish I can zoom in even more. I can't. But yeah, I mean, it's rather proportionate, I guess, in some sense. Right? I wish there was a Cyclops punk costume to go along with it as well. That would be rather interesting. Now, let's go back to Angela, play a little bit of Holo-Sim, all right, and talk a little bit about the game. I would like to try out this costume as well, but before that, I need to go to the crafter, which is somewhere here, to swap my costume so that I still have the transfer costume. I want to transfer from this one here to that one here so that I can just use it to play the Holo-Sim. All right, so C is this game. This is a 1602 costume. It looks something like that. It reminds me a bit about the, I don't know whether you guys can relate or not. There's a character called Songbird, I think. She's an alien as well, X-Man. And her face looks something like that as well. So, just saying. But I have to say that this costume was also rather nice. It's actually better than I expected. A lot of, wow, her hair is so majestic, isn't it? Oh, that's rather nice, elegant, huh? Wow, I like it. Nice. And I usually just try out all this costume, whatnot in the test center, so that when there's a sale going on, 50% sale, then I will just go in and buy something. All right, so, man, I don't want to. Yeah, I think it doesn't work if you want to queue with others. All right, so do not seek. Let me go in. I have no idea what it's going to be like, but I'm just going to be as surprised as you are. All right. So now today is also a Mid-Autumn Festival, so a big, kind of like for those who are Chinese or families celebrating Chinese, is a big thing. So I need to destroy Santino. All right. So what is an all difference here? No idea. So for those who are celebrating Chinese New Year, the Mid-Autumn Festival, I hope you have fun and enjoy yourself with your family. So some probably may wonder what is the big deal about this Mid-Autumn Festival. It's a Chinese traditional, by the way, tradition festival. And in this time, usually, the kids will play with lanterns. Family will go out to a park. The park will be really packed in say Hong Kong or some places like that, where they celebrate Chinese New Year, not Chinese New Year, Mid-Autumn Festival, and and there will be lanterns, and you can play with fire, where the kids like to play with fire, picnic, and admire the moon. Actually, that is where the moon is fullest, and also there's a historical twist to it. There is a, I think, revolution that was being made against the incumbent, and people are putting messages onto the mooncake, and that's why you have mooncake as well. So about revolution, when to do a revolution. So there's a history to it as well. But the kids nowadays like to hang out and play with fire, candle. I mean, yeah. And also reunion dinner for the family to get together and so on. So I hope you guys, for those who are celebrating, have a good time with the family. All right. Now, like a lot of you, I've been like, so what's the difference here? I'm playing the Holo-Sim in test center, supposed to be a revamped version with better loot and stuff like that. I do not know. Let's see. Huh. Strange. Okay, don't mind me. So a lot of you, including myself, have been waiting for Gazillion to come up with some news, just any news on where the game is heading. What kind of changes are we talking about here? So they have been keeping mum about the whole thing. They just keep teasing us that there will be announcement and so on, stay tuned and so on. So I think in some way, if you look at other games, even for indie games, I use America Truck Simulator as an example. For one of my forum posts is that the game developer always engage the player on what is to come, especially if you're small and indie, right? It's not like Blizzard. Blizzard has unlimited resource in a way that can do a lot of very nice communication, detail or not. So usually what the gaming company would do, or the video game company would do, is to tell you a bit on the what is to come. They may acknowledge some issue of the game, like America Truck Simulator compared to the European one. The map was too small, and they know it. And there's some idea what to do, but they never commit a timeline. But that's fine. They at first, number one, they acknowledge the issue. Number two, they have some idea how to address the issue. Now, as a fan, I think initially that would be good enough. We are not looking for detail right now. It's a one hit. We are not looking for like a detail right now on what is happening. So, and usually towards the development, they will send out some like screenshots, on where things are, get you guys a little bit more excited, have more things to talk about and so on. So, in a way, there's a lot of like, I'm wondering why my mouse button is not really responding the way that I want it to be. So, in a way, it's like, keep engaging the player, but without giving up too much information as well, because sometimes there are various reasons why, they can't give you kind of information like that. Now, why can't I use my signature? G is signature, isn't it? I can't. Hang on a sec. I have an issue right now here with my Angular. For some reason, I can't use my signature. Signature, I have a signature here, right? This is signature, isn't it? Ribbon attack. Right, very interesting. Is it? They've changed my Angular in some way that I do not know in the test center. I can't fire this thing off at all. G, F, G. Nope, H. Yep, so somehow in test center, the Angular is not working. No signature, but anyhow, that's fine. So in a way, we, as I always say, it's about engaging people, players, give some high-level conceptual kind of thing. Like last time, Doomsaw does a lot of those things. Now, between his idea about all loot is going to be awesome until the actual all loot is going to be awesome, there was a time whereby it took a long time. I think about a year of development to make that to make good with that kind of suggestion, right? So, but in the end, I mean, it's all about communication, about telling people ahead of what is to come, and that is the one that I want. Ah man, I can't do my signature here. That is rather a shame. I don't know why. So. Yeah, so it's about communication. It's always about that, I think. But I mean, right now, Marvel Heroes or Gazillion is saying that, look out guys, there will be something awesome, but not quite sure yet what is going to be awesome. So we all eyes on them and see what is going to be awesome. So I don't know. What will excite me. I know what would excite you guys actually. I'm rather interested to know what would excite you guys. I mean, would that be like all team up to be playable, right? That'd be rather nice. I mean, I don't mind having a lack of build variety, only with the current kind of like skill set. Carnage maybe, think about it, right? The whole idea is rather enticing, right? Or maybe there'll be a mini app game like the Blizzard, the Legion kind of mini game whereby you can log in with your phone and play Marvel heroes, team up, send them for mission, and collect OD marks, right? Or maybe there's even a better way to collect OD mark, to sort of like make it easier for you to get, more fun, put it this way, to get OD mark together with friends rather than just doing individual legendary quest. Right? It can get really boring after a while. Or maybe they do maybe all the heroes will get updated with a very good soon. Have a schedule for it. Maybe they do a once a month hero release again. I don't know. I mean, those would be game changer for at least for me. That would be rather pleasant. But we can only speculate. I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, right now, if you look at my channel, I don't really do a lot of Marvel heroes video. There are many good reasons for that as well. First of all, Legion is really fun. But second of all, is that I am hesitant to make any update to my guys or do any guys even, because whatever I do, it may be a waste of effort if they're going to change something, right? And now, why have I not been creating all this guide for like over a month or so? Because they have been talking about this game-changing thing, but without telling us what, for a very long time. So, I don't know. I'm holding my breath on what is happening, but I'm not going to like spend hours turning on numbers only to realize that all my guys will be obsolete because they change it. Like there's no more brutal, or maybe they suddenly realize that, oh yeah, we screw up on the whole Hela, kind of like nerf thingy, and we have to give like a hybrid hero some love. I don't know. I mean, these are things that could happen. I have no idea. But okay guys, I've been playing this Holo-Sim for quite some time. I do not detect any difference or anything that's fun about this at all. And this is test center, and according to the forum, it has made some changes. So my apologies if this is not interesting at all. I was really expecting new scenario, new map, and new reward and so on. But I think it is not. For some reason, it is not. So I don't think. I think it's rather pointless to continue because it's just the same old thing. Maybe it get a little bit more difficult for some. Maybe Angela is really strong. I don't know. Yeah, but because I'm kind of expecting them to do up the Holo-Sim, like new scenario, more fun, better map. Because right now map is so small, and boring. I mean, I think about it, right? What's the difference between Danger Room and Holo-Sim? Not talking about the game perspective. I'm talking about simulation perspective. Both are simulation, right? Danger Room is a simulation. So why we have this? I don't know. There must be some reason to do this, right? Because right now it's not really that fun, I must say. So I don't know. I mean, I may be missing something, but according to the forum, this is what we have as an update, content update. The test center. That's why I'm here putting my time and supposed to go to forum and give them some feedback, which I probably would just say that, what's the difference? And by the way, my Angela doesn't have the signature working. So anyhow, yeah, I don't think I'll continue with this one because every scenario here is the same old. But yeah, I mean, I was really hoping to do a video for you guys, a Marvel Heroes video, rather than yet another World of Warcraft, because I don't want to neglect Marvel Heroes. I know. Sometimes even when I'm making a World of Warcraft video, I'm thinking of Marvel Hero as well. One of the title of the of my World of Warcraft video I put like Marvel Heroes, and I think instantly I got like I don't know how many dislikes to it. But yeah, it's one of those things. Sometimes my heart is still thinking about, well, where is my Marvel Heroes? Yeah, I want to play this as well. But yeah, do let me know in the comment box below what kind of expectation you have with the new huge announcement. It is going to be like a game changer. It's going to change how the game is, like Marvel Hero 3.0 kind of thing. Let me do Ultimate since I'm not going to play this anymore. I'm going to give up this scenario here. I don't think anything happened here. I don't think the loot is any different anyway. So yeah, it does seem harder in a sense. Venom nearly one-shot me. But other than that, I can't do my signature. What can I do? Yeah, it's harder now. But let me just go ahead with this and see what kind of reward I'll get. How about that, right? So, okay, let me just Angela. Alright, just bear with me. Well, this fight is a little longer, and you know, sometimes I do have to say in this kind of game scenario, you know, longer gameplay doesn't mean there's more fun, I would say, because sometimes I look at the Cosmic Hightown, the boss health is still rather high, and I don't really find it fun at all. At least not in my perspective. But that's just me. Because it's just the same old thing. I can't really see what happened anyway. All these are just numbers. I wish there's maybe the new announcement is that we can finally do mod. So, you know, what would you like to mod? My first thing to mod is this very, very, very unpleasant kind of the number floating. And even I'm setting at the slowest one, it's still so big I can't really see anything. So what would you be doing if you have a mod? What kind of mod requests I have? So that's my number one. Number two is a damage meter. I can't play the game without knowing how my hero is, you know, dealing out damage. At least when I measure hero to hero, measure build from build to build, and so on. And the third one I would love to do is to have a different texture mapping or color mapping, because, you know, in Marvel Heroes, right, you look at all this like background here. I hope you agree with me, like even though Subway, do Shocker, do Taskmaster, you can hardly see what's on the ground. Like there are some boss mechanic that's going to kill you, but you just don't see it because you can't see the thing on the ground. Everything is just black in color. So if I could have a mod to change all this color, I would gladly do so. So yeah, I mean, these are the things that I would like to see. I think maybe it's a mod though, by the way. I mean, all those like team up playable, it's just like ultra kind of like a wish list. It doesn't happen, but all these things here, if I could mod it, I mean, I would love to mod it in many ways. And yeah, that would be very, very lovely. So I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to just forget about it. And well, that's all. This is the end of the video. And thank you very much for watching. My name is Wilfred, and there's a link below. I have a lot of Marvel Heroes kind of video mapped out in my website because it's more organized that way. But I also have a playlist in my YouTube just for the Marvel Heroes as well, in case that's the only kind of video you like to watch. All right, see you next time. Goodbye.